It's easier than ever to go online and independently book a flight for your next trip. However, there are also an infinite number of things that can go wrong that can end up costing you a lot of money or completely derail your trip. The first thing I'm doing differently when booking flights is booking with the airline's website directly as opposed to using a third-party site like Expedia. Expedia, Priceline, Kayak, and other booking sites are fantastic for searching flights across many different airlines and sometimes scoring cheap flights when you purchase your ticket through their portal. The trouble is that if you need to make a change or you're entitled to a refund, it can be a pain to reach one of these companies to get what you deserve. Trying to get a refund from the airline is tough enough, so you definitely don't want one of these third-party booking sites in between you and the airline. The customer support on many of these third-party booking sites is basically non-existent. It took me about 18 months to get the refund that I was entitled to after having a flight canceled in 2020 after I made my booking through Flight Network. Let us know down in the comments if you had a similar experience. Very frustrating. I will still use these websites to get an idea of the different prices available across different airlines as well as what the flight availability is looking like. But then when it comes to actually purchasing the ticket, I'm going to the airline's website directly. The next thing to keep in mind when booking your flight is to look for airlines that provide flexible flight options. Flexible flights are those which allow for changes or cancellations after the purchase has been made. You'll want to book flexible flights so you can change travel dates or even cancel last minute with no fee or a smaller fee than with a regular airline ticket. Booking a flight with flexible change or cancellation options can cost a bit more, but the small price hike is often worth it to prevent future headaches should your plans change. If you are flying domestic in the US, one of my favorite airlines that offers flexible flight options would be Southwest. Definitely check on their website because they also have a calendar where you can look and book the lowest fares. And then regardless of the airline, you're also going to want to avoid basic economy tickets. Or at the very least, read the fine print very carefully on these basic economy tickets and then decide for yourself if that very low price is going to be worth it. 9 times out of 10, it's probably not. Basic economy tickets cannot be changed or canceled for free with any airline that I am aware of, so you should only be booking these tickets if you are 100% confident that your plans are not changing. And when you think about everything that's going on in the world these days, there are many reasons that your plans may change that are completely out of your control. And then if you're looking at booking a flight, you're probably wondering, when should I make the actual booking? If you are going to be booking a flexible ticket as suggested in tip number 2, then it's definitely better to book as soon as possible. You can always cancel or change the flight later if you do find a better deal. However, I'm not so confident that you will find a better deal. Prices are cheap now. Flight prices, especially to international leisure destinations, are relatively cheap considering that airlines know people are still pretty nervous about traveling and actually locking in their plans. They're presenting you with these cheap fares in hope that you will take a leap, make the booking, and secure some income for them. Global travel reports are showing a huge travel rebound, particularly for popular destinations this coming summer and fall. So if you want to go to a popular tourist destination like Paris or Italy this fall, I would suggest you consider booking now. At the very least, use a free price tracking feature like what Google Flights offers so you can get an email anytime the price of your selected flight changes. Something else to do before purchasing your flight tickets is to take your time and diligently research the travel destination. Countries are continuously updating the travel and entry requirements, and it's quite a lot to keep up with, so you're going to want to make sure that you actually meet the entry requirements and that the country is actually open for travel prior to purchasing your tickets. I personally use the free tool BORDERLESS, where you can get updates and email alerts on travel restrictions, containment measures, and vaccination information for countries around the globe. This is so important because you likely are not getting a refund if you realize after purchasing your ticket that you don't meet the requirements or that the country isn't even open yet for international travelers, despite seeing tickets available for purchase. Airlines are actually selling dirt cheap flights to countries that are not even open for travelers. I mean, this could be great if you booked a flight for the future and the country opened up by then, but you're taking a massive risk. And now, more than ever before, you're also going to want to be on the lookout for add-ons. This is an unfortunate trend within the airline industry where the flight price that you see is probably not going to be the price that you actually end up paying once you have all of the add-ons. Airlines are sneaky and will lure you in by showing you the absolute bare bones price, but then are going to charge you for absolutely everything. Even things that used to be free, like seat selection or a meal on an international flight. Add-ons, like seat selection, are paid bonuses that you do not need to purchase. They are usually selected by default and even make it look like it's included. You can opt out of these add-ons if you do not value them. Same goes for the airline's travel insurance, which is often just a selected box and an add-on that you will pay for. But you may be getting travel insurance with an external source, or perhaps you have travel insurance with your credit card and then don't need to be paying for this in addition. The key here is to know what it is that you're paying for so you can make the decision for yourself on whether or not it is worth it to you. Luckily, there are some things that you can still get for free on the airplane if you know to ask for it. I did a full video on this, which I'll also link down below. So while it is easier than ever to independently book flights in 2022, there are also an increased number of things that you need to look out for. Unexpected, sneaky things that can cause headaches for even the most experienced flight bookers. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, let us know down in the comments if you are ready to travel again by leaving a yes or a no. And then stay tuned for more videos on not just how to book your flight, but how to book the cheapest flights this year. Thank you for watching, safe travels, and I'll see you back here next week. Bye.